Okay, here's another rainbow update. I say I haven't done one in a while, but I did one a few days ago maybe. But we're just gonna look at how things are growing in real quick. So let's check it out. First of all, check this guy out. He's like my little all-star. He's always hanging out somewhere looking cool. The moss on the wood here, this creeping moss or weeping moss, whatever it is, it's doing good. It hasn't gotten out of control yet. Starting to fill the wood a little bit because I stuffed a piece in a crack right there, and got a little bit coming out right here. So the endlers that I had are starting to get a little color. So here's a couple of them. It's not really going to want to focus because they're all over the place, but I just fed them some, like a bloodworm cube. But yeah, this little rock here, someone gave me a little plug of Ricardia, so I just kind of like wrapped a piece of a bath body scrunchy thing around it to grow it. Everybody in here, you can see, there he is, the mono. You can see these guys, they're all eating like pieces of bloodworm and stuff. So this corner here, I decided to put a couple pieces of the Monte Carlo that I still have over here just to kind of mix it in with the carpet. These long pieces of grass that you see right here and back here are Leliopsis Brazil grass. It's like micro sword, and they look crazy right now. That's the big growth immersed, waiting to regrow. So got another couple pieces right here. So hopefully give them a little while to start sprouting from under here, so I can clip those off up there, and then I'm gonna try to do like a mixed like Monte Carlo grassy carpet up here. These are a couple of stems I had left of I had these growing immersed outside, and they are Rotala Singapores, which used to be all I had. So I'm converting these right now, and after I convert them, I'll add them with the Rotalas in the back on the left. You can see the two Pantanols here are doing pretty good. I clipped those off of, so there's actually four. There's two other stems, and I clipped the tops off right there. There's a stem back here that I had knocked to the ground before and forgot about it, grew back. Aromatica still aren't really growing big, but they're real pretty. They're purple. Walichi's hanging in there. Little green Hatanias back here. I tried to do this less crowded this time, but as you can see, still ended up crowded in the back. So trying to figure out my plan to uncrowd these guys. I've got a couple of Persicarias in here. I think they're kind of like maybe Sao Paulos, and they're red, but I've got a few mixed in, but they're overgrown by these polyspermas. And this plant here is a Ludwigia grandulosa. Some people call them a Peruensis. So they're converting. They start off looking like a regular Rotala, and they're going to end up getting big like Reinekes, but even bigger. And so I need to figure out, declutter this area back here. Anubias and Buse everywhere, all over the place. So I got a couple new pieces of Buse. I got some Buse brownie deep purple. There's another little piece up here with the snail by it. And this Bucephalandra Belende that I've had forever and ever in another tank. I'm trying to convert it to high tech in here, so it was just green, but we'll see what colors that it turns out. There's another piece of Buse. So here's the one I've had forever in here. Over here, another piece of deep purple. Here, these two big pieces here are Helios. Don't know what color those will turn out. I'm not sure what kind this is. the tiny little piece of buse right here growing, that is called angel tears. Looks really cool, but I can't really focus on it, but it's neat. It's just really tiny. So the Sophias are doing better this time. Last time my Sophias didn't do very well. They're doing pretty good. Flamingos are hanging in there. For all the people who hate on Petco, my crypt flamingos came from Petco about 2 years ago almost, and it's the same ones. They've gone through a lot of good and bad changes in my tanks, but they've made it. I'll put some Arcu out in the corner. This pretty leaf here is a Yuji, a crypt Yuji Hendricki or whatever. But yeah, mixed Rotalas in the back still. And they look kind of rough to me, but the color's good. The color's decent. But instead of a Rotala bush on the left like I usually do, I'm thinking about letting them get long and then clipping them and then ripping this up and then doing a little group of Rotalas and a group of, say, group of Pantanal, a group of Rotalas, kind of like the right side but less crowded. Because right here I have a group of Aromatica, some Pantanals, Hatania, Walichis, and then Arcuata or Ludwigia narrowleaf in the back. The narrowleaves haven't taken their uniform shape yet, but we'll fix that later. Trying to get the whole, bush effect with them, but I think too many of these are too crowded on the right side, and then all this is just taken up by Rotalas back here, so I think we can remedy that by knocking out some of the Rotala and maybe making it less of a bush and more of a group, like farmer Dutch type, a little bit. But that's it, man. It's growing. It's never exactly where I want it to be, but it is what it is. Also, I'll note that these Pandagaras, I've taught them to feed from the top. When I'm dropping in live foods and flakes from the top, the Pandagaras, the 2 Garas I have, will go to the top and eat. When they used to just stay at the bottom, they would smell food and go crazy along the bottom. Now they'll go to the top and eat, so that's good. They'll go snatch food, and they'll snatch food from other fish. So that's pretty good. So, I don't know. This looks alright. Looks pretty decent. But it could be better. So, I guess that's about it. Just a little kind of a far away shot. Looks, I don't know, looks decent. I think the only reason this whole scape bugs me is because the front. But if I can get this to kind of carpet a little bit here, sort of carpet it out a little bit on the sides, kind of carpet it in the middle, and then just keep lowering. I keep lowering this level and dumping pieces of this aqua soil in spots back here and where there's holes. So I want the front to be kind of real low, but stay pretty uniform. And yeah, I think the only reason it bugs me is because this is all like so incomplete. This looks weird to me. It looks like the tank looks good here, decent here, and then just missing. So we'll figure that out and try to fix that later. And that's it. Signing off for this update.